Okay, you, me, your neighbor's cat, and everyone else in this universe knows that that title was a clickbait. But here's the thing with the thing. I am not going to change your life. This video is probably not going to change your life. This video is probably yet another video on your YouTube page asking you to do something and you deciding not to do anything about it. So the choice is up to you. Let this video be yet another video that popped up and asked you to change and you didn't. Or you could actually listen to what I'm about to say, try to implement in your life and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. Another video will pop up. Try that. But just don't not try. Don't not try. You get what I mean. So let me get this straight. You read the title of the video, you clicked on the video, and now you're still here. That tells me something about you, stranger, or a bot. If you're a bot, don't try to be human. It's not that fun. Take my word for it. Anyways, this tells me that you actually do want to change your life. That you actually do not like your current reality, and now you're hoping that this random girl on the internet will tell you what to do about it. And hopefully, whatever I'm about to tell you is probably going to help you. But here's the thing. Whatever I'm saying is just going to be empty words if you don't actually get up from your ass and start doing the things that you need to do. You know? Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions and I want you to honestly answer them. Nobody's listening to you. Nobody's judging you. Be your own safe space. Just be honest with yourself. You don't have to share this with anybody if you don't want to. You don't have to add another person there and do the work with you. If you want to, you can go ahead and do it. You do whatever feels right to you. But just be honest with yourself, you know? Just for once, be honest. Be brutally honest with yourself because, you know, your life depends on you. Nobody else. Nobody else is going to come fix your problems. Your life depends on you. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, so the first question that I want you to think about is, what do I want to change in my life? Now that question is important. It could be your job or maybe a lack thereof. It could be your relationship that you're not happy in or, again, lack thereof. Maybe it could be anything. It could be your friend circle. It could be you yourself, the way you are, your weight, your body image. Whatever your reason is or whatever your thing is that you want to change. I want you to think about what it is that you want to change. And then the big question, I want you to ask yourself, why do I want to change that? What do I want to change in my life? And why do I want to change that? So now I want to spend a little bit time on the why, because why is really important. Because if you do not have a strong reason as to why you want to change the thing that you want to change, you're not going to be able to push yourself forward. Maybe you would do it for a month and then you're going to fall back onto your old habits. You're going to come back to that comfortable place, which is comfortable but not stable, or it's not making you happy, but yet it's comfortable, whatever it is for you. If you don't have a strong reason why, you're going to come back to that comfortable place in no time. That is why your reason why is important. So ask yourself, let's say you want to change your job. Ask yourself, why do you want to change it? What is it about this job that you do not like? Is it the money that's not good enough for you? Is it that you don't really want to go to work? Is it just you don't like the routine? What is your reason as to you don't want to do that job? Are you just frustrated? Maybe you just need a break from your job, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks. Maybe this is not the life path for you. You need to have a strong reason why in order to move forward. If not, then maybe 6 months from now, you will find yourself again in the same place. And we do not have time. Honestly, I don't know why people don't think about time being so valuable. People talk so much about, oh, I don't want to waste money. Oh, I don't want to waste my resources. Nobody talks about time. Time is way more valuable than anything else in the world. You can make more money. You know, you can buy more accessories or whatever it is that you're thinking that you will lose. You cannot buy time. Time, it does not come back. So you have to be more careful with what you do with your time. Yes, you can go on and say that, oh, I want to change my job. Go ahead, change your job. And then you're finding out that you actually don't like this job either. I've done that myself. I have wasted so much time jumping from one job to another, realizing that I'm still unsatisfied. And then I keep blaming myself that, oh, you just can't find satisfaction anywhere you go. But the real reason is I'm not listening to myself. I'm not listening. I'm not asking for a reason why am I jumping from one job to another and not settling anywhere. Because I don't want to hear the truth. That's the real truth. I don't want to hear it because the truth is going to require me to work a lot. It's gonna require me to actually change a lot about me. That's why I don't want that reason why. That's why I didn't want to hear it for the longest time. But after a few frustrations, not a few, a lot of frustrations, I have made up my mind that it's either getting frustrated at every single step of my life, trying to go from one job to another, or whatever your reason is, I'm gonna come back to the same place. Because I'm not going with the right intention. I'm not going with a strong reason why. And that is why I want you to think of your reason why. Sit around with it, let it marinate in your head. Ask yourself, if you want, for example, let me give you an example. If you're not happy with the way you look right now, maybe it's your self-image, maybe it's your weight, whatever your reason is. I'm sure we all have something that we are like, this is not working out for me. I want you to think that if you, let's say you're trying to lose weight, I want you to ask yourself, do you actually want to lose your weight because you think that this is going to affect your health in some way? Maybe you're overweight, or maybe you're underweight, or maybe you feel like I'm not getting the right nutrition. That's why I want to watch my weight or watch my whatever I put inside my body. Or your reason is, oh, I want to lose weight so that I look like that bikini model that is on my wallpaper or that I saw on Instagram. Both have the same sort of thing that you need to do. You just need to lose weight. But they both those two reasons are not the same. One reason is something that you are doing for yourself because you want to be healthy. You just want to feel happy in your body. The other reason is you want to satisfy yourself with that image that is pushed around by the society. So the second reason might help you lose weight, but here, let me tell you the truth. You're going to feel more miserable once you lose that weight if you lose that weight because of that second reason. But if you do it because of the first reason, you're going to feel good, you're going to be happy with the weight you will lose, and you're going to try to maintain that because nutrition is healthy. Nutrition makes you feel good about your body. Same goals, different intentions. And this is why you need to sit around with yourself. It might take a while. You see, the answer might not come tomorrow, or it won't hit you like a lightning bolt, but you have to keep asking yourself, what do I want to change and why do I want to change it? Sit around with it, go do the introspection that nobody never, ever, ever taught us to do because apparently it wasn't important. But here's the thing, you're going to have to sit around with yourself and listen to yourself, listen to those needs that you haven't been ignoring your entire life. I'm not going to tell you how that process is going to go for you. It's different for everybody. There's no one size fits all. But just sit around and marinate. Just sit around with these two questions. And when the answer comes in, that's when you move on to the next question. I did just want to quickly mention that once we start asking ourselves these questions, there are some voices that come in our head. These voices might also come from the outside sources. One of that voice might sound like, oh, why do you want to change your job? Oh, somebody would be so grateful to have what you have. And you just got to tell that voice that I hear you, but this time you need to hear me. Yes, I am grateful for wherever I am right now, but I do not have to keep walking in the shoes that does not fit anymore. You know, I do not have to squeeze my feet inside that shoe. That shoe doesn't fit anymore. I'm grateful for that shoe, but I think I should buy another one. I should buy another pair because my feet have grown and now I want a bigger shoe that could fit my foot. That's it. It's as plain and simple as that. The shoe size meaning the thing that you want to change right now. I'm pretty sure you got it. You're a smart bean. You got it. Okay, so now that we have a strong reason why and what do we want to change in our lives, we can move on to the next question, which is, what are you willing to do to change your life? So here's the thing. Almost all of us have something in our lives that we're dissatisfied with or we are longing for. There are only two types of people. One who complains about things, whence all the time, are not happy with things, and that is it. That's all they do. And then there's another group of people who also do all those things. They complain, they recognize when things are not right. But one additional step that they take is they actually try to change the things that they can. Choice is yours. You can fall into either group. It's up to you to decide which one you want to fall into. Do you want to just keep complaining your entire life about something that you could have potentially fixed, or you actually want to just you know, recognize, complain, went, and then actually try to fix it. Now, this is why what are you willing to do is important. Because if you are just gonna figure out what is it that you want to change and why you want to change it and never actually do anything about it, everything is sort of pointless for you. You know, I'm sorry, but it is. So you can also frame the question of what are you willing to do to change the thing that you need to change to what are you capable of doing right at this moment, you know? Because here's the thing, a lot of us can say that we want to change our jobs, and most of us will find out that that's not possible. Not all of us has the luxury to be like, oh, I'm gonna quit my job and say bye Felicia and just get on with their lives and do the job that they want to do. Not all of us can do that, which is okay. But when I say what are you willing to do or what are you capable of do, what I want you to do is actually come up with a plan. If there's more money that you need in order to change whatever you need to change, is it more time you need, is it more, whatever your reason is, I want you to start coming up with a plan. And would recommend don't limit yourself with whatever has happened to you in the past, because there are endless possibilities. The universe is ever expansive. It's definitely not expansive. The universe is always expanding is what I'm trying to say. So do not limit yourself with whatever you thought was possible for you in the past. There are endless possibilities. Go out there, have an open mind, try to think outside the box. Don't just be like, oh, I don't have the money, so I might as well just stop dreaming about being whatever requires a lot of money. Medical profession, maybe you want to be a doctor and it requires a lot of years and a lot of money, and now you're just like sitting there being like, oh, I can't be a doctor because I don't have the money to be a doctor. No, I would ask you to challenge yourself with that thinking. Be that person who challenges your own beliefs, because that's what you need to do, because we are conditioned to believe that this is how the world operates. We are taught as children that we're gonna go to school, we're gonna go to college next, we're gonna graduate, we're gonna find a job, we're gonna find the love of our lives, and we're gonna have a family, we're gonna have kids, and maybe occasionally once a year we're gonna travel, we're gonna have a vacation, and then we're gonna retire, and then we're gonna have a happy apple pie life. Oh my god, let me break it to you, that maybe it happens to people. Chances are not everybody wants that lifestyle. Not everybody wants to have a family and do all those things. And if you're different, you sort of unfortunately have to fight that whatever the society tells you. Okay, you're 45. You never went to school because of whatever reason you had when you were young, or when you were 20, in your 20s or whatever. This does not mean that you have to not now stop the idea or stop to let yourself believe that you can go back to school. You can go to school still. Maybe you need money. Maybe you need more confidence. Now that's what you need to work on. You don't need to tell yourself that, oh, I guess I'm 45 and I can't go to school anymore because you go to school when you were young. I would challenge you to start challenging your own beliefs. I'm kind of losing my point here. Sorry, I was sort of losing my point there. But what I meant to say was that I would ask you to challenge yourself, to challenge your beliefs as to what the society tells is possible for us or what we should be doing, or versus what we actually want to do. Because what you actually want to do is what's going to motivate you to be that person who's able to do the thing that you want to do. Maybe currently you can't imagine walking the runway because you think you look a certain way and you need to look a different way in order to walk the runway, which is like something that society tells us. But you can be that person who does look different than the models that are walking the runway. You know, that is possible. And that cannot happen if you just sit around and wait to let society, or just let society tells you that that's not possible, and you're just like, yeah, maybe that society is correct, so I guess I just gotta sit down and not do anything about it. Go make your own runway, you know? Go become your own fashion designer. Go find people out there who are like willing to put anybody who looks any different shape or size to walk the runway. Why do you have to believe the society that tells you that this is how it's supposed to be? Who made the society? We made the society. We are the society. Go be a different community. Go find a different community. And if you can't find it, be that community for yourself. Stop giving yourself excuses. I'm getting fired up right now. I'm gonna pause. Anyways, the point was, what are you willing to do, or what do you think you're capable of doing based on your circumstances right now? Just don't limit yourself into what you think is possible. Tell yourself whatever you're dreaming or whatever you want to change your life into is possible. You know, and just wait for that inspiration and the answer to come. And if you actually have that burning desire for something, let me tell you, the inspiration will come. Maybe it won't come in according to your time. Maybe it won't come in a year. Maybe it won't come in 6 months. Maybe it will come, who knows? Maybe it'll come tomorrow. You never know that. So just think about what you want to do. What do you want to change into? Why do you want to do that? And what do you think you can possibly do right now? And if something comes up that challenges your belief, let it challenge you. You freaking have nothing to lose. You're already living a dissatisfied life. What do you think you have to lose? You know, you could either score big or you can go back to where you are right now, but you will never know until you try. So yeah. Anyways, let me calm down. Most of what I'm saying right now is actually directed to me too, because I have a lot of self-limiting beliefs as well. I do think there's only certain things that are possible for me, and I am challenging myself every day to think different. Don't think what society is telling me. I am the society. I can change things, you know? I am more than capable of doing all of that, and so are you. Go make your life better. Okay, I did just quickly want to mention that your fear and your resistance is valid, because it's coming from a place in your mind, in your head, and your brain that is trying to protect you, because probably you tried it before and it didn't work out and you got hurt, and now your mind is just trying to protect you. That is all valid, but not to the detriment of what you can actually achieve in your life and the reality that you can have. Your fear is valid, but don't let it define you, and don't let it stop you from achieving greatness, because you are meant for that. And you gotta start believing. You have to believe it. You have to start at some point, and let that point be now. Okay? Like I said, you have nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose. Nobody really cares. Nobody cares. Be the person who cares about yourself and do it for yourself. Please do it. And that brings me to my last question. That is, when are you willing to start? And if you're actually serious about it, your answer should be right freaking now. Are you gonna wait for 5 more videos like this to pop up on your feed before you can start moving? Or maybe you're gonna look back in your diary 5 years from now being like, oh yeah, I really wanted to change, but I guess I didn't. Do you really want to be that person? I'm pretty sure this is not the first time you're here, like, thinking about this question. I'm pretty sure you thought about it 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago. Why are you back here? Because you didn't do the work. You didn't try to put yourself out there. You didn't have the confidence. Maybe you let the circumstances in your life get the best of you. I am telling you, situations in your life and your circumstances in your life, they are a real thing. I'm not saying that go ahead and do something reckless and end up ruining your life. Be strategic about it. Just don't not try to change it, is what I'm trying to say. See, we all have self-limiting beliefs. We all have bad habits. But here's the thing. You need to remind yourself that you're way more powerful than all your bad habits and your circumstances and your situations. Because you are. Even if you need to remind yourself 5 times a day. Do it until it becomes second nature to you. Do it for your own sake. Because you have to. You have no choice.
It's either that or cry myself to sleep. Who wants to do that? You wake up with puffy eyes the next day.
Golden. Golden. Okay, just to summarize, 4 questions you're asking yourself until you get answers. What do I want to change in my life? Why do I want to change it? Make it as strong as possible. Make your reason why as strong as possible. what are you willing to do, or what are you capable of doing in the current moment in order to have that change, and when are you willing to start? And your answer should be right freaking now. And yeah, good luck.